Okay, welcome to Lecture 8, where we're going to learn how to write effective blog posts. So far, we've been looking at marketing your freelance writing services, and now we're going to move more into how to write and later on how to pitch for writing work. Before you do get into how to effectively pitch, we need to first look at how to become a better online writer so that you could add more value to your clients and charge more for your services. Getting to the level where you can charge more for your writing doesn't just involve getting clients to hire you. You also have to deliver on your promise. In fact, if you can over-deliver in terms of the quality of your work, you'll find you can easily give yourself a pay rise much more quickly. Being an online writer means your core business usually consists of writing companies' blog posts, press releases, and miscellaneous website content. There are, of course, other areas of online writing, but in this lecture, we'll be focusing on just these in order to make you an expert at each. Even if you have some experience, this lecture covers the core basics, as well as the tricks of the trade that all the top online writers use to make their clients keep coming back for more. Let's take a look at blog posts. In this fast-paced, often muddled online world, it's become a bit of an art to get people to stop and read what you have to say. If you can write blog posts that consistently hold readers' attention, inspiring them to share what they've read and otherwise take action, you'll be regarded as indispensable to your clients. They'll not only continue to hire you, but will also recommend you to others, largely taking the hassle out of constantly pitching for work. What elements of a great blog post get readers to sit up and take notice? The purpose of a headline, or blog post title if you like, is simply to get people to read the first line. The purpose of the first line is to get people to read the second line, and so on and so forth until the reader has read the entire post and is begging for more. With that in mind, from the headline to the final word, you need to be asking yourself these questions for every single blog post you write for your clients. How can I get people to stop what they're doing? If you shouted your headline out on a busy street, would people stop to listen to what you've got to say? If not, it needs some work. Would your blog post make people be late for something? What this means is that your blog post needs to be so engaging that the reader is willing to be late for a meeting or for picking up the kids from school or whatever it might be to read your post. If the reader's phone rings halfway through your blog post, will they answer it? This is a good test. If you think your reader would answer their phone, then your post still needs some work. If you think they'd let it go to voicemail and keep reading, you're onto something good. Is your blog post worthy of a standing ovation? Basically, if you read your blog post out as a speech, would people stand to clap at the end or remain in their seats? This might seem a little off the wall. It might seem like a little too much. Perhaps it is. But it's also what separates the average writers from the people who earn the best reputations and the most money from freelance writing online. Ask yourself as you write and edit your posts, will readers be desperate for more? Will they sign up to that mailing list? Will they buy a service? Or will they share this post with their friends? Whatever action the company you're writing for wants their readers to take, have you inspired it with your words? So, how do you write blog posts that get read and shared? How do you achieve everything that we've just mentioned? To consistently write blog posts that get people to stand up, be late and ignore their phone calls, consider the following practical tips as you craft your masterpieces. Write in the same tone that you talk in. Sure, there are some limits to this, and you should always consider your individual client and who you're talking to, but adopting a conversational tone is a golden basic rule when it comes to blogging. Omit any words or phrases that are too cliche or that you feel odd saying in a conversation with a friend. Delete redundant words. Deleting redundant words and phrases from your posts means readers are more likely to stick around and absorb the content. Words and phrases that sound good but that contribute nothing have no place in effective blog posts. Make full use of the full stop, or if you're in America, period. The full stop or period makes posts punchier and less labour intensive to read. Consider how you could eliminate some of the commas and semicolons in your blog posts and replace them with full stops or periods. While this might not always be grammatically correct, once you're blogging to a professional standard, you could almost certainly get away with this, and it makes your blog post so much more punchy. Write a killer title. Your blog post titles need to be worked on as much as the posts themselves, if not more. The title is your one chance to draw your readers in, so it really needs to shout out to them. Embrace the white space. Over any other medium, writing blog posts demands line breaks and white space for weary readers' eyes to rest. Look at it this way. Do you enjoy reading content online where the writing is small and bunched up into just a couple of long paragraphs? Do you actually enjoy deciphering text that looks like one blob of grey ink splattered onto the screen? No? Guess what? Neither does anybody else online. Use compelling images that go viral. Writing spectacular blog posts may not be enough. Your clients may ask you to source appropriate images to complement your post too. Images can sometimes be the reason a good post goes viral on social media, so getting this right can mean the difference between having a happy client or not. Think about the sorts of things you share on social media and use that as a guide when choosing images for your posts. Think strong colours and clear visuals. Also consider images that represent any metaphors you may have explored in your post. So to follow on from that last point in the tips, let's take a look at blog post images. If you're asked to source images for your blog posts, you're going to need to know what Creative Commons images are and where to find the images that apply online. A Creative Commons license is simply where the creator of an image gives their permission for the public to use and share it. Now, as a blogger, your main concern is to find relevant and free images that are available to use commercially, and then ensure you cite the source of the image. Photopin and Flickr, that's photopin.com and flickr.com, these are both in the useful resources section of the course, are both great places for finding images that are commercially available. Okay, so what's next? Well, please complete the actions worksheet for Lecture 8 before moving on to Lecture 9, where we look at writing effective press releases.